What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. I want you guys to really understand what's going on with this Andrew Schulz guy, and I want you black brothers out there to pay attention. If you've never paid attention at any time in your life, I want you to hear what's going on today. Now, first of all, I believe Andrew Schulz is an Ashkenazi Jew, or he comes from that situation, okay, or that particular lineage. And when it comes to the Jewish community and what happens to Jews, if he is Jewish, which I believe he is very empathetic and sympathetic towards his own people.
We've been kicked out of every single country they've ever been in. They're telling you this constantly. They're saying, hey, you're different, and just to let you know, it could happen again. We got to be very careful. You got to be on your P's and Q's. And you're a Western Jew that grows up in New York, LA or something, and you're like, I'm just American. I'm like a white kid from America. What are they talking about? Like, you hear about the anti-Semitism, but you're like, I'm American. That was like my parents' time. And then October 7th happens. Disgusting act of terror from Hamas, terrorist organization. Kills over 1,000 Jews, and you think the reaction is going to be empathy and sympathy and concern for you and what your people just went through. But all of a sudden, you see the next day, they're like people in the streets seemingly excited about it. This is not everybody, but there are people that are chanting horribly anti-Semitic things. All of a sudden, that voice that you quieted your whole life, because you're like, that's just my grandparents being crazy. You're like, holy shit, is it true? This is the worst case scenario. We are different. They are out for us. They do hate us, and they hate us because we're Jewish. That's the conclusion that you would logically come to.
Kendrick Lamar simply makes an ask in his song for you non-black comedians to stop talking about black women, and that's Andrew Schulz, okay? Now, Andrew Schulz, want to know what he has to say as far as a disrespectful idea towards Kendrick Lamar?
Like, first of all, Kendrick's people and the gang affiliate, everybody, his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me. They'll find me in the street. They'll cut me up, they'll shoot me, they'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy, y'all do. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him, and there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him, and the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not.
That's right. You heard it. I can sleep with Kendrick Lamar. I can take your cheeks. He can't stop me from taking his cheeks. Now, look at what Meek Mill says. White man saying they'll grape black men openly is extreme, and then say it's a joke. Black manhood, not a joke. I've seen the same guy saying I was gay on his stand-up. My white friends like, it's a joke. We don't joke like that in the black community at all. Now, hold on. I want to deal with this because this is important. It is important because, first of all, if Meek Mill were to say this about Andrew Schulz, do you know how many people from the Jewish community would have a lot to say about this? A whole lot. If Kendrick Lamar said this about any Jewish person, oh my God, it would be crazy. All right? You would regret that. Okay? You would regret that. You would wish you would have never said anything like that. And all I'm saying to the people in other communities, right? Whether it be Jewish, whether it be the LGBTQ, white, Asian, any other non-black community, your community wants to be respected. Okay? When black people ask for that same respect, I don't think there should be an issue. And we're not saying that that other groups don't do this, but you have the people like Andrew Schulz, and the reason why is because they feel comfortable because they're in the black circle. Same thing with Vlad. He has a problem with that. Then when people start wanting to comment on his stuff, no. Now it's a problem. Who are you to talk about this? You need to apologize. But they can openly talk about your community. And now you're talking about, I can just take his ass. There's no jokes about taking somebody's behind. Like, those are words that we need to fight now. Oh, you're gonna take my cheeks? For real? Was that what we're doing now? Oh, okay. So now those are fighting words. Those are fighting words. Absolutely fighting words. That's what that is. All right? And if somebody wants to do even more to you, then you just, hey, it is what it is. You should never tell somebody, oh, I'm going to take your cheeks because I can. And what are you going to do about it? What? And you black people need to get on code, man. You African Americans out there, you blacks out there, this is how, I'm not saying everybody sees you, But when somebody is saying this about your community, they're pretty much saying, we can disrespect you in what? What you gonna do about it? We dare you to do something about it. We want you to do something about it. And if you do, we gonna have problems for you. I dare you. Okay? I dare you. What? Your community can't do nothing. You guys are losers. That's what they're saying. And you guys got to understand that. This is why we got to start working together, because these other communities are looking at the black community like, you guys don't work together. You guys don't have anything. You guys can't stop nothing. You guys can't cancel me. You know, I can talk about you guys doing X, Y, and Z, and nothing's going to happen. What are you guys going to do? You guys are not going to do nothing at all. We dare you. Then you guys going to talk about, you're going to say, oh, you see these people in the community, you know, they coming into our community and taking what we got. This is what they're doing. You know, they grifting us. Well, okay. Well, when they grift you, because you won't get in the business, they're going to disrespect you. So the thing is, when blacks disrespect each other, all you do is open up the lane for somebody else to disrespect you. That's all you do. You just give credence to it. You're saying it's okay. When they do it, then you do it. That's all it is. And you can't get upset, because Kendrick was right. And Kendrick is known, I will say this, Kendrick, he don't disrespect black. A lot of rappers disrespect women. Kendrick don't. And I'm not saying that, hey, you know, we all listen to rap that disrespect everybody. That's the kind of the culture of hip hop. But he does it without doing it. He don't disrespect black women. He doesn't disrespect black women. And he was sticking up for them, which is the right thing to do. But if black men don't get their stuff together, this is exactly what's going to happen. If the black community don't respect each other, they're going to come in there and they're going to say, we're going to take your men's cheeks. What you going to do? Those dudes are ours. They belong to us. What you going to do? And some of y'all like, well, damn, I'll be damned if you take my cheeks, which is probably true. He's not going to do it. But the fact that the man could sit there idly by and say something like that to a black man, to say something like that, it's crazy. Knowing damn well, if you were to say the same thing to somebody else, your ass will be canceled. You would lose everything. And you guys know that, all right? Andrew Schulz can have so much empathy and sympathy for his group and have nothing for somebody else's group just because somebody black says stop talking about black women. Now imagine a black rapper talking about Jewish women and see how far you get. Imagine the Jews give you a warning. Hey, listen, man, we don't want to hear you talking bad about black women. Then you respond with, okay, hey, listen, Mr. Person and the ADL or whatever, we're going to do this to you sexually. What? That person's gone, right? With the black community, we issue that and there's no follow up to that. There's no power behind that. And we got to be serious, family. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Turn the bell. We're out.